Bing, 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 bing. We're live. It's the Martin Fowler Scrum. Sam and Tommy and Susanna and Matt all in the house, and here we are in the virtual house, so to speak, in the world house, the community house. Anyway, well, Tommy was in first. Tommy, how are things going with you?
Actually, there's nothing much to update from me. Actually, I have been applying for a job, but right now I've been rejected, so I have to keep on trying. Yeah. And the feedback I got is that they are hoping us to be able to build a website from ground.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I have no confidence in that yet. So yeah.
Okay.
Probably I need to think about it and okay.
Maybe make your own website for yourself, like the Tong Wei site. That's an idea. Then you can say, I did this.
You did that?
Well, I think Tongwei is what they. I mean, obviously, you were able to talk to the people about having lots of experience working on Met Plus, but I guess when they said you need to do making your own websites, that was their feedback was, we want to see something that you created by yourself. Is that what they said?
They want to see whether I have the ability to build the website from ground.
Right, but. Yeah, so you were able to say that you helped build the Met Plus website, but that wasn't enough for them. They wanted to. Did they want something that you worked on by yourself, or just that you were involved from the very beginning?
I'm not sure involved from the very beginning or by my own, because they are thinking about start from the the project, and then start then continue with the model and connection. Yeah.
Okay. Right. Oh, well, there are new projects. We just started a new Rails project called Event Manager, which we've done Rails new on very, very recently, which you're welcome to get involved with. And if you want to help setting up your own project, if you want to start your own project, that's also something that you can do in Agile Ventures, and we can give you some help. Starting some new thing if that's what you want to try out. I just want to say, well done for applying for jobs. It's really hard applying for jobs. It's really annoying to get these rejection. You've got to edit. I think it's wonderful that you can tell us that you're going through that experience. And we're all, one of the things that Agile Ventures is for is to try and help people through that process and support them. So good. You've got lots of talent. Let's help you get to the next level.
Thank you.
Good stuff. Thanks, Tong Wei. Let's go on. Who was in? I think Matt was in next. Matt, how are things going with you?
Yeah, very good. I'm proud to say I think I simplified the YouTube check quite a bit. There was already a method there that said, is something like is valid or something. Right. So I added to that, and so I think that's working. I'm just having trouble with the test and the mocking, and if somebody could help me for like 10 or 15 minutes, I could probably get over the hump. Otherwise, I can struggle with it a little more. But I just, I think I know the idea. I want to mock the call to YouTube API and return that it's actually a valid video. But I get the concept, but it's just not quite working.
Sure.
So
Okay.
Maybe,
yeah.
Okay. That's it. Otherwise, everything's going good.
Yeah. We'll see if we can give you some help. I guess one thing I would say there is I've said this to Lara before. Whenever you've got, if you're stuck on a thing, if you can arrange it so that at the, like for example, coming into the Scrum, that you've got it in a pull request with the kind of error being shown, like in the CI or what have you, whatever's the relevant thing, that makes it hugely much easier to for other people to give help and support. I have the same.
It's ready right now, yeah. Okay. Should I create a WI?
I would certainly recommend that. I've just been having this discussion with Sasha, and I think it's people are often, they really want to like you're working on something and you've got it, all the stuff loaded into your head, and sort of the desire is for this, like, oh, I'll have, if someone can just sit with me for 10 minutes, we'll work it out all together. Actually, the process of just writing it out, getting into a pull request, getting into a Stack Overflow post can be hugely helpful in solving it, and makes it much easier for the other people to give help. So I'm always going to push people towards that. I mean, of course, ignore me, because, you know, basically you've only got the capacity for what you've got the capacity for, but I will gently push in that direction.
Yeah, I'll try that, but
good stuff. Well, of course, if that doesn't work, we'll help you as well. So don't. But
somebody just look at it and tell me. But
well, that's the ideal thing. Of course, what we want ultimately, the ultimate goal is to increase the chances of you being able to come to the solution yourself. So we're being cruel to be kind by pushing you towards that. Okay. Let's go on. Thanks, Matt. Susanna, how are things going with you?
It's forward, and we have our first organic member, so to say.
Wonderful.
The first person who actually applied and got approved through the system.
Wonderful.
Her company is not showing yet because she hasn't paid the membership fee, so it's pending, but it's there. And we have 3 PRs waiting for review, and we have 1 that needs some work before it's ready for review. And then this evening we have our next meeting at 10 o'clock my time, Central European time. And yeah, that's pretty much the status.
Yeah, well, that's great. I would say that's a big. That probably does feel like a big thing. I think it's getting actual users into the system is absolutely wonderful. It's the kind of, it makes all the difference. You know, even if it's only a few of them, because you start to you go from this situation of like speculating, will people like this or use this or what have you, to actually getting feedback from them. Of course, the users are maybe not so interested in giving feedback, but it's a very important milestone. So I mean, I'd say, you know, and you've only been working on the project for 6 weeks or so. So I you know, huge congratulations. I mean, you know, so that's, I think, to go through the boot camp and then to put your thing up and to have the thing up and, you know, work with all the people, I think you've achieved an enormous amount. Congratulations.
Well, I had a lot of good help.
Well, you know, that's exactly the right sort of modest thing to say, you know, but without your drive, you know, so together we all raise ourselves up to a higher level. Excellent. Thanks, Susanna. Wonderful. Pat, let's go on to you. How are things going with you?
Good, thank you. So since yesterday, what I've done is I had a pair programming session with Paul on his MetPlus PR, and I think we're good there. I had a pair programming session with Vijay and her MetPlus PR. I think we're in good shape there too as well. I delivered a PR for MetPlus last night, a very quick one. On SHF, Susanna's project, I reviewed some PRs. I looked at a blocker that Susanna had, and I DM'd you in Slack, Susanna, with a proposed fix for that. I began reading a little bit about React for WikiEd. Not very far so far, but anyway. I don't want to become a React or a front-end JavaScript developer, but I need to know a little bit more about that, so I want to know some of that. I also talked to Sage about maybe having another project review sometime in January. So we're not seeing a lot of AV people showing up. In fact, I think I'm, you know, legacy AV people, I would say, before Sage and Sajal. So I'd like to see if we can get more people involved with that project. And I think, you know, the project review we did last time was more about the overall context and intent of, and business context as well. Of the project. We need to have more of a technical review and maybe publicize it heavily so that we can get some people coming in and spend a half hour just listening to Sage talk about it, maybe get some more interest there.
Sure.
But I'll talk to you about that probably early January. We can set something up.
Excellent.
And Sage is on board for that too.
Yeah, well, good show. Well, maybe we can even make that part of a sort of Agile Ventures conference where we have multiple projects sort of presenting themselves, or well, or maybe not a conference. Maybe it's better doing it sort of things. Anyway, yes, but I'm definitely behind the idea of projects promoting themselves. That's great. Yeah,
I'm thinking maybe project reviews ought to be a regular thing. Maybe every week we highlight a particular, or every other week, and we invite people. We publicize. We try to get the word out there a week or so in advance. We just need a little bit more participation on some of these projects. Projects are the lifeblood of this organization, right? And if they die because they're starved of oxygen, aka developers, then we're, they go away.
Absolutely.
Anyway, we can talk about that some other time. And also, I think I'll be able to attend the SHF meeting today. So I think that's 4 o'clock in the afternoon my time. So that'll work out for me. And that's it for me.
Great. Thanks, Pat. Next up is Michael. How are things going with you?
Good. So I did some review of the code that you had been working on recently, the payment code, subscriptions and plans and stuff. And I refreshed my memory on how the existing system works. So I see what you mean with the single table inheritance. And because how the system currently works is that every time we create a new plan, basically, it's called a subscription in our current model. And you have to roll out a class for that, which implies changing the code.
Which we want to avoid. Yeah.
So I was thinking that potentially the refactoring would be to just remove the STI from the subscription class and just leave the subscription class have a plan associated with it. And that, each plan is kind of like a singleton. It's just a row in the database, right?
Right, exactly.
It's just a unique identifier for basically, your premium plus or your nonprofit basic or whatever the latest way to get people's money is.
Absolutely. Yeah, exactly. That's the same sort of thing I'm thinking along myself. Yeah. Anything else on your agenda?
No. So I was wondering, is that something that you're seeing as a further refactoring, it sounds like?
Yeah, I mean, I think if we're going to finish this generic plans thing, then we need to do that. We need to remove the single table inheritance.
So do you think that is that something that you're going to do before you release the current code?
Yes, I think that would need to be the case.
Among the things that need to be done, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's go into my report. So since the last Scrum yesterday, we did some pairing, little work exactly on the thing that Michael's just been talking about. We've made some progress there. Then I had a premium face-to-face with Zizo, and we're working on the event manager project, and we've started putting action cable into the event manager system just to sort of experiment with that and understand it better. So that was good. And then this morning I haven't really got off the ground. I've been it's a bit of a slow morning, but I've been working with Dree to try and get to the bottom of the performance issues for local support on Dree. And then I've just been like banging my head against trying to clear up bits and pieces of this against the generic plan thing that Michael and I have been looking at. So yeah, and yeah, I don't have too many crazy meetings. It would be nice to finish up the generic plan thing today. We will see how we go. I've got a meeting with the Dree, big meeting with Dree sponsored tomorrow to talk about the plans for next year. We've got the dates for the new MOOC, which is starting in January and February. I'm just trying to get access to the courses there, and there's various bits of things I should do for admin for that. But that's where we are. So that's our Scrum. People, I guess, who's free for pairing in the next 15, 30 minutes, hour or so? I guess, Matt, you're looking for some help and support. Michael, you're around today?
Yeah, I'll be around.
Sure. I guess Susanna, Tongwei, Pat, you'll be doing things later on. Do you guys want to organize anything now, or jump in with some of the things we're doing?
I think I'm okay right now.
All right. Good
and
stuff.
I'm working my day job, so I can't.
Oh, right. Oh, good. Yeah.
I'm working from home today, though, so that's why I can have split focus.
Oh, that's good. Well, that's nice. Well, it's very good to see you. I really appreciate you popping into the Scrums and keeping us up to date with your projects. It's great. And yeah, Tongwei, just reach out if you want help and support. On like getting started up with a new project or getting involved with a project that's kind of like less legacy than something like Met Plus. Then just let me know, and we can see if we can't get you hooked up with something.
Okay, thanks.
Great stuff. Okay, well, I guess Michael and Matt and I might continue hanging out here on the website one front. And otherwise, we'll see you guys in a future Scrum. Or yeah, I'll be around tomorrow. So, and on Slack. Bye for now.
All right. Bye now.
So I guess, Matt, do you want to? Are you getting your thing into a position where you've got the latest version into a pull request?
Yeah. I'll do that if you think that helps.
I think that's extraordinarily helpful. Yes, I would.
Then I can do that separately, and maybe you guys can. It sounds like what you're doing is a little more important.
Well, I mean, I think we'd also like to get. We'd love to get the Twitter, YouTube thing sorted out. I mean, it's kind of, I'm very pleased that we've got now sufficient, with the sponsor and with the premium members, we've got like halfway to the sort of target for financial stability. But we need to do the same again. We need to get, another sponsor and an equivalent number of premium members before we, we're kind of stable. And yeah, I mean, it's of course it's this interesting thing. We could argue that actually things like what Pat was just talking about, which is like making sure all the projects are healthy and the community's healthy and ticking over, that those things are actually the priority. It's difficult to know what is the thing to do. I mean, I guess what's your plan now, Matt? You'll be you're free for the next 2 or 3 hours, and we'll be coding.
Okay.
Is that?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be glad to help, and maybe if we can squeeze my thing in at some point, that would be great. But
yeah.
Not just, I'll do a pull request.
Yeah, well, I definitely want to help you move that forward, so it's something that we can get sorted.
Yeah.
I mean, I would
go on, Mike.
Open a work in progress pull request.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll probably be obvious.
You're a premium member, right?
Yeah.
He's a premium face.
So that basically forces Sam to.
Yeah, that's right.
It basically forces Sam to give you some level of feedback.
Oh yeah, I know. I just
try to help you.
But I think it is also the case that I think the process of opening the pull request and the process of then in the pull, I mean, it's a totally
figured it out myself.
It's a totally non-trivial thing as well. It may help you figure it out yourself. It may not. The process of getting it into the pull request, isolates the thing and then describing. I mean, it's similar to this. So there's a new benefit that premium members get that will also, give extra support on Stack Overflow. I think what surprises me is how resistant people are to kind of writing up their problem in some form, whether it's a Stack Overflow post or even just doing a sort of work in progress pull request. They sort of there's a premium on, if someone could just come in and look at this thing here, which I obviously in some ways is faster. I mean, I guess it's the kind of like going to the gym thing. You can't be bothered to go to the gym. Anyway, I should start. I mean, I'm sort of just. I mean, let me show you what I'm.
Yeah, no, it's pretty isolated. I really don't breaking it up and.
No. Well, I mean, I guess what we've got the question for today is, shall we run some pairing sessions? So we could, run, an hour-long session. I mean, I guess we've got this other thing of how we divide our time. The three of us could all be working separately. With the three of us could be working in a mob. We could be pairing and alternating and pairing. Maybe too many options, really. The thing I was just working on was that, through the process of yesterday, is I added. I can find now. Yeah, when Sage was watching, I made this little note about we're going to need to create the plans for each of these sets of things. So I just went about in my local code base creating a little rake task to add those as a kind of like, I kind of clearing up my desktop. Like I've got this is hanging around on my desktop. It's something that we're going to need. We need to run all the servers. So I kind of quickly threw that into I've got like a create plans little rake task here. So that's fine. But then as I was doing it, I was remember what Michael was saying about, well, this free trial, it's an integer, probably, well, I should call it length, or maybe I should call it length days. So I ended up doing that. And then, so I ended up changing the migration as well, and just redoing that, and just like seeing if I just like, there's like a few hangover things that were on my mind. and I've kind of got most of the way, but then I've backed up and I've ended up, writing I've got like a little plan spec here to sort of check that this new free trial. I've got like
Sam,
go on, Michael.
Sorry to interrupt your thought there, but I had noticed with the stripe identifier, there's a point in the code existing right now with the review where it seemed as though the assumption was that the value returned from PayPal would be identical to the stripe identifier.
Yes.
Is that true? You're gonna guarantee that?
Yeah, and I'm thinking that the Stripe identifier should maybe be called third-party identifier. Yeah, Stripe is the one that's. I mean, we could have it and add an additional column, but yeah, I mean, I guess there's a danger that we drown in, lots of different things here.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, but so I've almost got this just to the point of the tests passing. I just been sort of going around in little circles here. Oh gosh. So I'm kind of like I feel like here, if I can just knock this on the head, that just sort of clears up a few things, and then I think that there's a multi-hour run on this that will maybe get the generics plans thing into the state where we can have a pull request, and that could start to go up. I mean, the sort of objective is to maybe hit before Christmas this ability to support these other organizational plans. Although, that said, I mean, no one's going to do.
No one's going to do administrative.
No one's going to sign up for So although it's important, kind of clean up and drying out and getting ourselves in the state to be able to add, new plans appropriately next year. I mean, I guess, yeah. I'm not sure what the best way to organize things. I guess I should definitely go and have a cup of tea, is what I should do, and come and sit back down and try and get a good hour of something done. Why don't we say, that's what I'm going to do. Matt, I would certainly put that pull request in, work in progress. I'd also say, create a hangout, and then for the process of
the hangout. First thing I'll do is the pull request.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so
start working, and if you get a chance to pop in.
Yeah. When we do that, and then I mean, so Michael, I mean, you I guess you're and then Michael, you're free to join either hangout, and we can take it from there.
Yeah, because then once I get the up, I'll be free to help something else. But I don't. You might have too many people and miss what you're doing now anyway.
Yeah. Let's see if we can sort out. Okay, cool. Well, anyway, we'll coordinate again in about 10 minutes. All right.
Yeah. I'll do my own hangout. I got it.
All right. Thanks.
Bye for now.